there guys, it's Jenny here again from Just Jenny's Journaling. Welcome back to my channel. Right, so I've just posted the video of 3 of the 6 Bespoke Powerful by Faith journals that have gone out in the post today. These 3 are still available as of now, so just going to do a quick flip through of these 3 and yeah, just do a quick flip through share so you can see what they're like. So the first one I'm going to look at is, what have I got here? I've written it down. So this one here, I'm going to call it Lavender. And it's only because, although the beautiful mushrooms on the front are lovely, I thought that focusing on the lavender on the cover sounds a lot nicer than mushroom, doesn't it, to be fair? So you think about the lovely, beautiful red mushrooms. So this, what's happened with these is that they are all 3 signatures. They all measure about 12.5 centimetres across, 19.5 centimetres down. They all have 3 signatures. They all have the what have I done here? Yeah, they all have the placeholders for the programme. They're tabbed at the top, so placeholders for the programme. There are 3 of those in each of the journals. Yeah, we'll come across them. We'll come across them, 3 of those in each. Are there? Is that 3? Yeah, there's one in there. The idea was, yeah, I've done it different this year because these are for sale, and the you know, I didn't really want to be copying the program into here. So you can copy the program yourself, print it off, pop it in your journal. That's fine. I'm happy with that. I have popped the daily scripture, scripture theme in, and rather than placing them this year in each in a certain place, because I realise we all journal differently, I've done them loosely. So the first one will always go in the front of for the first day. Will always go theme scripture in the front of the journal. And then what I've decided was this year you can place, you know, depending on your note taking speed, you can place the day's theme scripture wherever you start your day's notes. So you could pop it in if you like that. You might want to pop it like so that you will have a little bit of a tab. I think that's what I did last year with mine. So yeah, show you what I did with mine. So last year, so I had the first scripture in the front, and then when I came to actually getting around to my Saturdays, then yeah, I popped that in so it's like a little tab. So I actually journal really, yeah, I'm really bold. I love big writing. I love to really spread out. So I have quite a chunky. Mine was kind of like a junk journal style where I put all sorts of things in, favourite cards, bits and pieces. That was the way I do it. But I do appreciate that a lot of people journal a little bit more organised than that. So that's what these are for. Right, so 3 signatures I'll go through quickly. They're all a little bit different, although similar, if you see what I mean. So some have a few more grungy pages than others. Beautiful pages of interest. So there's botanical pages, birds, butterflies, things that really reflect creation that are lovely. This is from a book, a roadmap book, a UK roadmap book that I just love the pages of. So I've used those throughout. This is from my big book of botanical stickers. If I can find it. Can I find it? It's gorgeous. I featured it on a flip through share a little while ago when I first received it. So there are a lot of those precious stickers in these journals throughout. And the idea, as usual, is that you can have visual interest all the way through, but there's nothing bulky or fussy that's going to impede your note taking. There you go, it's the second placeholder. So the idea is that what I have been doing is printing off the mornings. I print off the morning, and then I print off the afternoon, and I would pop them, stick them onto here, and then move them along as we go along with my notes. I'd move them along, but you might do that differently. But now, just I love that. That's from the Botanical Notebook sticker book. So yeah, I would say now this one, Lavender, has got 134 pages in my head, so that's 268 pages front and back. So for a prolific note taker like myself, this one would be for you. I had hoped in my head that I planned to do 120 each, but that's not how it turned out in the end by the time I messed around with all 8 of them. So there are slight differences in the number of pages, but the prices will reflect accordingly. Love that, love that. These are all from a Reader's Digest, all about British sort of wildlife, so it's all sorts. And this is about English mushrooms, the Oxford, yes, the Oxford Book of Mushrooms, I think. I have several of those and they're gorgeous. So this is another book that I have, all about the English countryside, and it's just lovely. A little bit of stamping in here, but you get the gist. You get the gist. I love the mushrooms. My book of herbs, love that. One of my favourites, and I have a few copies of this too. A little bit of Stamperia paper at the top there, and one of my lovely stickers. So that one is Lavender, 268 pages front and back, 134 pages full stop. This one I've called, let me see, what have I called this one? I've called it Lily. This is this cover is from my botanical sticker book. They have some stickers that are quite big that cover a whole page. So I've gone over it with decoupage, a decoupage medium, and again it has the vintage muslin, the tea-dyed muslin, and then the placeholder thing with a faith in it. And on the back, I didn't show you the back of that one, did I? In my rush. So that's the back of this one. That's the back of Lavender. That's the back of Lily. It's got a bit of a more of a tropical feel in this one, a tropical vibe. This one is slightly bigger actually. It's the only one that was slightly bigger in size, so it's slightly longer. So this one is say 12.5, but it rather than 19, I'd say 20.5 high. 3 signatures again, and here, as you can see, you've got the plate. I popped the placeholder in the front here. Oh, I've forgotten it. I forgot to show that. Love that. Love that. So that's the placeholder for your program for the front here in this one, and these are the daily scriptures. They're the theme for the days. Now, that's the thing, you can never put it back. Once you do this, sometimes it's difficult to get it back again. Right, here we go, here we go. So let's have a quick flick through that. So this one, I've got the palm. I love this. Love, love. A little bit more of the kind of tea-dyed, grungy paper in this one. If that's something that you like. I know we're all really different, and I tried to accommodate a little bit for everybody. I love, in my own journals, I chuck all sorts in. I love as much variety as possible. Love that. These Butte stickers are so nice. So nice. I'm going to have to invest in another of the books, I think. Another one. Beautiful. That's, but I do appreciate that, as I said, we're all different. Some people find they need a little bit more, just a little touch of a, you know, of detail on the page. Love that. I love the way. Do you know, it took me ages. It took me ages to actually get this done, because it took me a while to. I'd want to choose just the right sticker. You know, I'd like the way the colour is here, and the way the leaves pick up the grain on the paper. Oh, yes, it took me longer than I thought. Right, so this is from Lindsay Zanor, nevermorecreations.com. No, nevermorecreations17.com, and this is from, I think it's called Postage Due. It's either, yeah, Postage Due, her Postage Due collection. And you recognise this is a little bit of the paper I had from my last year's collection, but you can pop that in there. That's the idea, should you wish to. And again, the little palms. This is a really lovely thick paper. It's like a sketchbook paper. That's the matte paper. From Manchester. What did we do? Yes, yesterday, my daughter and some friends, they did a little video report on, love the way that looks, Lithuania. That's at the end of the broadcast postcard for this month, and one of the little ones found out that the population of Lithuania is the same as the population of Greater Manchester. Well, who knew? About 2.8 million, was it? Something like that, 2.8, 2.7. Can't remember now, don't quote me, but it was amazing. Oh, love, love, love. So, lots of variety, but you know, I'm quite happy. You might not want to journal across this. I would do little bits around the image, but you might want to leave the image as is. This is from one of my books that I have in stock, in my stash, about vintage fabrics and vintage wallpapers, and I think it's beautiful. So love that. See, it took me ages to find the right colour sticker to reflect these colours, and here again. So it does take me a while. I don't know if I overthink it. So this one, guys, is, palms. I thought the palms looked really nice because it's kind of tropical, if you see what I mean. So rather than just woodland. So yeah, more of a tropical vibe to this one. So this one, Lily, is 118 pages in this one. So you've got 236 sides. Okay, so those are the, so Lavender, we had 268 pages, Lily 236, and Fern Green, I'm referring to obviously the green on the lovely cover, and the fern, because I couldn't remember, I couldn't figure out whether this here is a thistle or not. Otherwise I would have called it thistle, but you know, I couldn't figure that out. So I thought I'd keep it safe and called one Fern Green. This is the smallest of the three. So this one in the end ended up having 98 pages, which would be 196 sides all in all. So yes, and again a different, you know, slightly different look, but once you're inside it's very similar, but yeah. So here you go with your theme scriptures for the days. And this one, what have I done here? This one folds out like so, because I couldn't bear to cut the page. It's your program placeholder for this one. So remember, this one's called Fern Green, 98 pages or 196 sides front and back. I love that. Oh, just appreciate. Right, move on. Need to move on. So these will be well, they are available right now. I shall probably pop the video up, and then if you want to message me if you'd like to have one. I probably won't be able to put them up on Etsy. The next couple of days they'll be on Etsy. But Cat Gibson, bit of Graphics Fairy that had a moustache. So you get the gist. Oh, I'll pop that in. I didn't want the glue everywhere. Again, took me ages. You know what it's like. I think, oh, I wanted something black and white. I knew where they were. Well, I knew I had them, couldn't find them, but I had to sort of take ages to look for these just to reflect that part of the page. Ladybird book, vintage one, from a lovely sister in my congregation. I just love this Stamperia paper. It's just such a beautiful paper. This reminded me kind of a William Morris type design, and that's another little placeholders here for your program. Yeah, I just yeah, love that. I just love the way a little bit of washi just finishes it off. From the Mr. Marshall's book of flowers, beautiful. I find it, I love adding these stickers and things because I just love to embellish. It takes me an age to do, but I love embellishing journals, and it's hard sometimes to stop. Little tuck spot here, that's from Graphics. No, it's not. Might be from Graphics Fair. I'm not sure. Not sure. If you can see these, I've not been highlighting them very much. So these are all little scenes. They're all the way through. These are from my latest bundle of washi tapes from Rosie at Our Atelier. These were from my vintage something box that I tried. That's Rosie's. That's from Rosie, the balconies and windows. Yeah, I haven't really been highlighting. So all these little ones here are actual scenes. They're beautiful. And these are featured throughout each of the journals. I don't know if you can see that, how gorgeous that is. Sort of draws you in. Did a bit of stamping here. Book on house plants, which I love. I absolutely adore. So guys, right, really must hurry this up. That's from the latest bundle. I need to order some more. I've just about got a few of those little pieces into my own scripture journal. Otherwise, sometimes you can get things and put them in projects. So I'm making a point now of trying to make sure that I always get a little something in a personal journal. And another little tuck there. So here, this one is Fern Green and available. So you have Fern Green, you have Lily, and we have Lavender, currently still available for the Powerful by Faith. I've got an order of 6 to go. I'll be working on those in a couple of weeks after finishing these 2 custom orders. I'll show you these very briefly. Custom orders that I'm working on right now. So this is a custom order for a sister who would love to send this to her friend. It's all things British. And one that's all things French, if I can find that. That's going out this week for a present day next Saturday. So that's that one. I've just finished putting the doily on the front. Vintage doily, love, love, love. Anyway, guys, I'm off. Nice to see you. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.